when I get sick, this is what I like to do. I start making myself up my sick cocktail, right? Some people, they go out and they get elderberry juice, vitamin C. They'll get one of
Me.
those. Yeah, because that stuff doesn't work. Okay.
Josh, we are people of Eastern medicine. We are the people of the East. You know how the Muslims have Hajj? You know the Muslims have Hajj? I have Hajj of the East. I'm gonna lead like a million Eastern medical people. We're doing a walk to Norway.
You're giving me Hajda, all
Are
right?
you in?
I can't with this.
Two Jews, both big and tall, no subject too small for the good guys. A mother's dream, premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine, it's a good guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars, what are you nuts? What are you nuts? Yeah, we're the good guys, we're not the great guys, we're just the good guys. Whoa.
Mazel, morons, welcome back to the Good Guys podcast. I'm sitting here with a guy who's running as an independent for the New York mayoral race. It's Ben Soffer.
Oh, what am I campaigning on? Free food for everyone. How does that sound?
Single-handedly bringing back Eric Adams.
Josh, it's important that we talk about this.
Okay.
I think that I should run for mayor in 2028. Is it 2028 or 2029? In 2029. What do you think about
Say more.
I think that you would be a fantastic mayor. I think that I would be a fantastic mayor. I think that us level-headed centrist folk would be fantastic mayors. I think that we speak for everybody. I think that we listen to everybody. I think that we're empathetic. And the truth is, I don't really want to be mayor, but I feel like somebody like me or us should be mayor, and it's never one of us. It's always some Looney Tune on either side. And I'm just looking for somebody closer to the middle. Thoughts?
Okay, I have a lot of questions. And I love talking to you about this stuff because I think you're really smart. So, speaking of our boy Donnie Wahlberg, sorry. I just can't help it. I love it.
I hate it.
Well, here's my question to you. Slightly
Yes.
being a contrarian.
Yes.
So, like your joke about the free food, right? How do
Yes.
you think an argument is going to age of in 20 years we look back and people go, and you know what he wanted? Free grocery stores. I don't
Yeah.
think that, here's the thing. I think there's certain things that you can go, I don't agree with this policy or that. I think that one is going to have a tough time aging well because I just think someone who wants to give free food to people isn't completely off base.
So it's interesting. Of course, giving free food to people is wonderful, right? The idea of giving free anything to everyone is wonderful. Uh, I think that people's justified reaction to it is that places have tried and failed at doing that. And ultimately, whenever something is free or given out, and when something is government run in America, I'm not talking about, there are other places that have been able to do things successfully. In the current way that the United States is set up, every single government organization that is consumer facing is worse than a privatized version. It's just a fact. Like when you go to the DMV, if the DMV was run by a private for-profit corporation, it would just be better customer service. It would just be easier to get things. And that's no shade on the government. Like the government is a huge, it's huge, right? And they have so many priorities. And I think that the comment to it would be, it's really great that you used free groceries and I jokingly used free food to get your vote, right? But in reality, you can't give me free groceries without the quality of my groceries, the availability of my groceries, and potentially the ingredients in my groceries becoming completely compromised. I can't trust. Like, I'm going to go to a government-owned grocery store or a government-run grocery store, and where are my brands going to be? Where are my, like, the products that I know and love going to be? Where, like, is it going to be available? Are people going to be working? What do the hours look like? Like, I'm not saying that it can't be done. I'm just saying that Like those are the main questions. And then who's paying for it is the other question. Sure, they're free for some. They're not free for all. I would 1,000%, if there was a successful way to give people who can't afford groceries free groceries, of course I would do that. But like for me, that would come in the form of like a charity. Like I'd rather donate to a charity that gives groceries from a privatized grocery store to people who can't afford groceries. If that answers your question.
I want to know if it's going to have all the fun things of a supermarket. Like, am I going to have like a little rewards card? Are they going to ask for my phone number? And what will the reward be?
Definitely not. Like, no.
More. Oh, we just put in your phone number and it's more free.
No, you put in your phone number and literally you get a tax audit. Or you get like a lien on your house. Like, ooh, groceries are free, but you're being audited. Or groceries are free, but now you have 10 unpaid parking tickets. Like, I don't need the government knowing more about me and my eating habits. I just, yeah, whatever.
I totally, that makes so much sense, and I agree with you. And my single issue is I'll never vote for anybody in a fucking beret, Eric. All right.
You mean Curtis Sliwa?
What's his name? Sliwa? I don't even know.
I know. It's such a shame because if people looked up Curtis Sliwa, there's nobody more New York than Curtis Sliwa. The guy lives in the subway, Josh. He started a group called the Archangels.
The Guardian Angels.
Yeah, where they literally protect people on the subway. This is Mr. New York. He wears a red beret to campaign.
Yeah,
what are you, nuts?
It's fucking lit.
What are you, nuts?
Do you think he wears that beret during like a romantic interlude? Like, babe, let me get my beret.
He's stripping in the beret. No question. No question. By the way, if he wins, we're starting a beret business.
If he wins, I'm telling you, Trojan is going to miss out if they don't see a brand integration. Be like, make sure to grab your beret and your Trojan. Blue Chew. The blue beret.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Well, listen, mayoral races are weird. And the whole thing is just like, I don't know. The problem is like who would want to go work in the government ever?
No one. I don't want to. The only reason that I brought up doing it was because I genuinely feel that, I guess, by the way, there are so many qualified people to run for office. Obviously, the reason we have this terrible mixed bag of people is because they're the only people willing to put up with this crap.
Sure.
It must be such a horrible existence. It must be horrible for there not to be better candidates.
The move is to be a mayor in a town of 10,000 people or less. Because you're going to your local Walmart and you are getting priority. That's what I want.
Yeah, you're getting a nice table. You have the corner booth every night at the #1 Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
They know you by name. It's like Cheers everywhere.
You can open carry.
Yeah, and like your main job, it's funny, that's like the #1 criticism against Adams. That all he does is ribbon cut. Like,
hell yes.
But in New York, you can't just ribbon cut.
Oh, you can't? Have you seen how many storefronts there are?
In New York, you have to put in policy.
Snip, my boy.
You have to put in policy. Otherwise, he just ribbon cuts all day long. You think that, considering the way that my hands are so arthritic, I would get ribbon cutting hands. I think after using the scissors so much, I wonder which finger would go first, but I feel like this finger would go first.
Your ring finger.
Numb after a year of ribbon cutting. Is it still a ring finger if it's on the right hand?
I think so.
Okay.
It's a similar digit.
I mean, it's the same. But...
No, don't I know it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm down for a ribbon cutting. I don't like anything. No.
Okay. Okay.
I just don't like shit. I don't like whenever people are just like, oh, there's going to be like a small soiree after. Oh, there's going to be, small bites. How about a big bite and leave me alone?
How about big bites? I agree. Don't try and entice me with small bites. For what?
Oh, there's going to be small bites and I'm going to be at the kitchen door, right? Because I'm going to have to pull off the tray as it walks through.
That's actually the #1 what he announces small bites as like a, you should come to my party because there's small bites. I've mentioned this before, but my friend Victor is that guy standing at the kitchen waiting for the hors d'oeuvres.
100%.
Literally every wedding he's there. eventually they have to change their route because they can't go because they no longer want to pass him because all the crab cakes are gone. They see him and they run away.
Victor's at the door.
He'll come up to me.
What do
like,
we have?
He's like, yo, you got to try the spring rolls. I'm like, there are spring rolls here? What do you mean?
Oh, totally. Oh, I'll have a couple extra. No napkin. That's so funny. You're so right. When like you start getting the scuttlebutt of the party and be like, did you see the little beef Wellingtons? Like, how did you know that's happening? And you're like, it's over in quadrant 4.
Yeah, there's always that guy that took all the inventory and knows exactly what's out there.
Ooh, this is fun for the son of a caterer. Top 5 hors d'oeuvres at a party. Go. What is a must?
Oh, man.
I'll start. Pig in a blanket. Avi.
Yeah. Pig in a blanket is really, really a wonderful, wonderful hors d'oeuvre. My only issue with it is if it's too crusty of an exterior. If it's well cooked, it's beautiful. Probably number 1. I love a spring roll. I really do. A spring roll with like a nice little Thai chili sauce.
Sure.
That's fantastic.
I think a tuna tartare in a fun cone can be really nice.
Agreed. Fantastic. Yeah. I love it. I'm in. Sometimes they do mini little sliders. I love a little slider. That's fun. Fantastic. And sometimes they'll even make that a little chicken sandwich. I love that.
They've been recently, I've noticed they'll do mini fried chicken on waffles with like a little maple glaze. I'm like, this is too much. This is too much for standing.
It's a lot for standing. I love you get a chicken finger with a little creme fraiche with a dollop of caviar.
Fabulous.
Oh, how easy is that?
Fabulous.
So good. What else? What are other good apps?
How about this?
Like past hors d'oeuvres.
I guess you don't want to be standing now. What about a dessert appetizer hour or a dessert past tray hour? So basically, you're done with dinner. Like that would be fun, right? You're on the dance floor, you're schmoozing, you're going around. All of a sudden, a mini tiramisu. Thank you.
It's actually, I think that it's a wonderful idea because too often are so many desserts put out in a random corner that nobody sees. They're too busy dancing. The amount of waste that goes into dessert when somebody could have just been walking around with a cake pop. You ever have a cake pop? This is a fantastic invention, the cake pop.
Totally.
I love it.
How about this level up? You've met my nephew, Jonah, the great Jonah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yes.
Listener.
Shout out.
Yes.
Yes.
Hashem, love him. BBYO, Rose and Shingle. And he is so lit that at his bar mitzvah, because he loves breakfast food, it was all breakfast bars. So there was a waffle station, pancake station, omelet station, pasta bar. It was the best.
That's the best. That is the best. So delicious. God,
Sick.
I love it. I need to go to a bar mitzvah. It's been too long.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, you know how you go through seasons in your life? Like, you're probably at the tail end of wedding season, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, we're at the very tail end.
Yeah, and now it's going to be baby season, and in 10 years. Am I going to get an Aliyah at Ruby's bar mitzvah?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No, you're going to get an Aliyah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, you're going to get an Aliyah.
That's reason enough for me to try to get this podcast more successful.
Done. Aliyah, it's yours.
Should I practice right now?
Please.
I'm going to shout this one out to Mayor Mamdani. Baruch Adonai Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten Torah.
Amen. Incredibly impressed. Well done.
Baruch
Done. Baruch Hashem. Well done.
Right?
That is for our non-Jewish listeners. You get called to the Torah. They're reading. They point. You kiss it. You sing. And I just want you to know there are so many people that trip over those words. And the fact that Josh has it by heart means that it was a part of a role.
It was my first.
You're not fooling me.
It was my first role, my bar mitzvah. I'm in it to win it. This is why I'm a great lover. I want the Oscar in everything I do.
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
giving.
you're
I'm a giving partner, and I know you've been wondering.
you're giving. You're giving, Josh. You're giving, and it's giving, and
This
it's
is
been
th-
and
th-
it's been given.
this is my sick fucked up brain because at my boy Luca, his son Austin, they were nice enough to have me um do an aliyah at the bar mitzvah, and so I was like on my mark, got to get it right. I was like timing myself in the car. Paige is looking at me like, Is everything okay at home?" I'm like,
That's called being just like a wonderful guest. Okay? Like I've seen so many people get the honor and then go up there and trip over the words. It's like it's in English, you idiot. It's literally transliterated. Okay? You can't read
"Yes,
English? You can't read English?
uh, I don't mean to like call people out, but there was a grandparent who got up and she they're like putting on the glasses and they're like, "Who writes this stuff?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Honey, please, this is an ancient language. This is a great honor. Can we get
Pra-
on our mark?"
Practice for 1 minute. Practice for 1 minute. Care. They cared enough to give you the honor. Care enough to deliver on said honor. Okay?
I love that.
Care enough. God.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Branch Basics. Folks, I've been using Branch Basics for years because, one day I came home and we were completely switched, okay? Our old soap out the window. Our new soap and our new cleaning products in the home. Branch Basics, thanks to my wife, and we absolutely love them because I had absolutely no idea what was actually being sprayed in my home. And here's the truth, most people don't know. In the US, cleaning product companies aren't federally required to list all their ingredients. What are you, nuts? Not on the bottle, not on the website. That means you could be unknowingly exposing yourself and your family to harmful chemicals every single day. I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm just saying we live in a time of knowledge. And now that we know that there's chemicals in some of our cleaning products, we might as well switch to a brand that's looking to change that, right? And research shows that chemicals in conventional cleaning products can contribute to respiratory issues, skin irritation, and even hormone disruption. Chemicals found in many popular brands can cause long-term health problems, especially for children, pregnant women, and those with sensitivities. We're just trying to clean our house. What are you, nuts? That's where Branch Basics comes in. Founded by women on their own personal health journeys, Branch Basics was created out of a desire to heal, not to sell cleaning products. Through years of research, trial, and error, the founders discovered the powerful impact that removing toxins from their environment had on their health. And now they're on a mission to help others do the same. Transparency is key at Branch Basics. Unlike most cleaning brands, they proudly list every single ingredient on the product packaging and on their website, so you always know exactly what you're bringing into your home. Branch Basics is Made Safe certified and Leaping Bunny certified, meaning every ingredient is proven to be human safe. So folks, are you ready to clean up your home and your health? Head to branchbasics.com to shop their premium starter kit and use code GOODGUYS for 15% off your first order. Make the change today because you and your family deserve better. Branchbasics.com, use code GOODGUYS for 15% off your first order. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Thrive Market. Folks, you know what's more stressful than packing school lunches? Realizing you're out of everything at 7 a.m. What are you, nuts? Ruby's a little bit too young for school lunches, but I know you guys and gals out there have beautiful children, 3 and up that are going to school. And I'm telling you folks, Thrive Market's back to school sale is it for you. And Thrive's been a lifesaver for me, okay? And I'm sure it's been a lifesaver for you and your family too. And if you haven't heard of Thrive Market, let me tell you folks, this is the place for unbelievable snacks for your kids. Pantry wins. It's absolutely fantastic. And you don't have to vet every single ingredient or dive into different stores because Thrive lets you shop by diet values or even food phases because let's be real, your kids' tastes changes every single week. Our last order was packed with snacks and pantry wins. We love Yum Earth gummies, Aloha bars, Poppy sodas, hello, and even the Good Crisp chips. And it shows up so fast. And I saved $25 while restocking. You can get a great deal as well. If you've got a busy schedule and want clean quality options, this is the time because new members also get 30% off their first order and a free gift. The savings are real, folks. I love Thrive Market. I first got introduced to it at my sister-in-law Jackie's house. She has 2 young kids. works. She loves Thrive, uses it all the time. I've really gotten introduced to so many amazing products there. I think I found Graza olive oil for the first time with them, and she has so many delicious snacks. The poppy sodas, are you kidding me? Fantastic. You got to try Thrive Market if you haven't. Go to thrivemarket.com/goodguys to start saving today. That's thrivemarket.com/goodguys to start saving today. Sale ends 8/31. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Boulevard. Folks, if you run a salon, med spa, or any other personal care company, you got in this business to help people look and feel their best. But if your day-to-day is filled with scheduling headaches, missed appointments, and systems that add stress to your day, it might feel impossible to feel your best. That's why you need Boulevard, because Boulevard is the #1 client experience platform built specifically for appointment-based self-care businesses, because salons, spas, barbershops, med spas, and other self-care businesses are so personal. The platform powering your business should feel the same. It's not just software. It's a smarter, more personal, and organized way to manage all of your business's locations in one place. Whether it's online bookings, payments, appointment reminders, client profiles, and more, Boulevard makes every interaction seamless and every part of your business look polished and professional. No more no-shows, scheduling headaches, or chaos behind the counter, just smoother operations and happier clients. Plus, Boulevard helps you elevate your marketing, generates custom reports, and manages memberships, taking your business as far as you want it to go. See why top beauty and wellness brands choose Boulevard to empower their team and grow their business. Right now, folks, Boulevard is offering new customers 10% off your first year's subscription when you join blvd.com/goodguys and book a demo. That's JOINBLVD.com/goodguys. Book a demo and get 10% off your first year's subscription. Join blvdboulevard.com/goodguys.
What else, Bubby? I want to know. Give me a Meyer update. And we also need an update on, is Shai sleeping through the night, or are we still in limbo?
Knockwood, Shai is he's sleeping through the night. We're getting there. We're getting better. We are loving him and honoring him through this big transition in his big little life.
Good.
And he's doing better one day at a time. He's still a spicy little stinker, but I love him. And Meyer's cute. He's just he's cute. How's Ruben?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's funny that you just called him Ruben, because Claudia said the other day, she's like, I want to call him Ruben. I'm like, great. You call him Ruby. I call him Booby. Booby with a B. Ruby Booby. He's just Booby.
Booby.
And I think that's a great nickname. Imagine that. The only other Booby I know is Booby Miles. I don't remember what movie that's from, but it's from a movie. And him being Booby, sick.
But does it risk that his friends think the word booby is funny?
It's possible. He's got to be really cool. It's one of those nicknames that if you're not cool, it's not cool. But if you're cool, it's really cool,
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's great. Everything BH Baruch Hashem. Fantastic.
I'm trying to think of booby, like how, could there be like a Booby Kennedy or like a Booby Paltrow? Or,
probably. Yeah, Booby Kennedy sounds good.
Yeah, Booby Epstein.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I do.
Have you seen this in the news that Guess used an AI model for their new campaign?
No, but I hate that.
Well, look it up. I'll send you the picture.
Yeah, send me it.
And Josh G, feel free to look it up too, because I want to think, because I have some guesses on who they used what they used to train the model. And I want to
guess AI model.
I want to know who you think. I think I have it down actually, exactly who used as a prompt.
Everybody knows, and she should sue them. This is Kate Upton.
It's Kate Upton and maybe a little Margot Robbie.
This is Kate Upton. That's not right.
It's totally Kate Upton.
Yeah, it's 1,000% Kate Upton.
Okay, cool.
That's
good
crazy.
Segment.
No, but the segment, I mean, we should talk about this. Are people not protected? If you can give a person as a prompt, Josh, they should get paid.
I think so.
Maybe less, right? Because you're not actually using them, but imagine Nickelodeon launched a new show completely in AI, and they said, we want somebody that looks like Josh Peck.
Yeah. So then what are they going to do? Get a young Leno? Like, what's it called?
Young Like, it's funny.
I don't know. I think it's wild, but I saw Kate Upton and maybe they said just like a hint of Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But there's something about the eyes. I looked into it. I'm like, that's Kate Upton.
Yeah,
That
you
is
did.
Kate Upton. I looked her right in those eyes.
God,
That's all.
can't stop. Well, did you know that there was a man caught having 3 marriages at the same time, and he learned his fate during sentencing? A Florida man who illegally juggled secret marriages to 3 unsuspecting women he met on
God.
dating apps managed to escape jail time after his deception was unearthed. Henry Betsy Jr., 50, was sentenced to 2 years probation on Thursday after he pleaded no contest to felony bigamy. Man, it should be felony Big Poppy. You know what I'm saying? That's how the fuck we do it, dog. Florida out here hating on the player. Shit, man. Look at this dude. He's handsome.
Let me see.
He's Josh G. This dude with these light eyes, he is gorgeous. No wonder he has 3 wives. He has green eyes.
He's handsome.
gorgeous. Dude,
handsome.
his prison fatigues are really making his eyes pop.
he's handsome. I need his lighting guy for my studio.
He's kaya. Man.
The only problem that I have with that story is that none of the women knew. Come on.
Yeah.
I can't hear these stories and hear your husband was married to 3 women and you had no clue. No clue. How?
Right.
How, Josh? How?
Some people want to be deceived. They want to live in a world of deceit.
I guess, but it's like, I don't even understand. Like, do you not ask him where he's going? I guess you just trust him implicitly. You're like, how can you have a job and 3 wives? Maybe he didn't have a job.
Maybe
Did he have a
having
job?
one- Maybe he was a professional partner, in which case he's providing a service.
Yeah, but then he's even worse because he's gone a third of every week.
Well, these women are they're probably mavericks in their industry. They're busy, but when they come home, they need a foot rub and a green-eyed honey.
Interesting. I wonder if they would notice if they were titans of industry.
Right.
If he was just at the other's house when she was traveling. Fascinating.
It's also wild, like what the passes that green eyes will get you. You guys familiar with Prison Bay?
Of course.
Yeah, I just went to a movie premiere that Prison Bay was there, and we were looking at his discography. He's in like 10 movies. He was fucking with like the Princess of Monaco's daughter, or no, the actual Princess of Monaco or something like that. And I'm like, this is literally a guy who like went to jail, got out, and then his green-eyed mugshot went viral. And he's like, boom, straight to the top.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Light eyes. I have light eyes.
Do
Green.
you?
I do. They're green. You ever
Yeah.
notice?
Of course I do.
Please, you didn't even notice. You never look at me.
Can't stop staring. Can't get
You
enough.
never look at my eyes. You're always just looking at my chest.
I had the best day yesterday, and now my wife will know
Ooh,
that
tell
I
me.
did, and it's really gonna stick in her craw that I enjoyed myself. Love you, babe. But my good friend Ben Greenfield, who's gonna come on the pod, he's a brilliant health and wellness longevity expert, and he has a podcast, a new book called Boundless 2, where it's all about biohacking and human optimization. And so there's this place in LA that's like, it's called Live Love. I don't know. They got to come up with a better name. This thing, it's not, I can't even remember it. So anyway, my boy Ben did this thing at Love Life where he was going to do a book release and then have me do like a Q&A, a VIP Q&A. We're going to Yenta for 45 minutes. But this place had cryo chambers, saunas, dry sauna, infrared sauna, 5 different ice baths in different degrees, going all the way from 55 degrees all the way down to 33. It'll freeze your tush off.
That's cold.
And all the great workout modalities. Ben, you would have plots. So I get there. I'm like, I'd love to do the Q&A for you. He's been so helpful to me. Introduced me to the great Craig Conover, not the pillow guy. Dr. Craig Conover. And he goes, listen, man, we're actually doing a Q&A later for the public. He's like, which is already sold out. He said, this VIP thing, he's like, I didn't really promote it much. He's like, so I think it's just kind of like me, you, and like another buddy or two that are here. Like, do you want to just bag the talk and we'll just go do infrared sauna and cold plunge? And I was like, is it my birthday? I was like, Joshy like. This is the stuff Josh likes because he's sober and he has no other outlet. And sometimes it gets dark in here. And
it's also just literally the best. It's so good. It's the best. I heard Gary Brecka. It was like some video that came up. I don't know how I feel about that guy, by the way.
Gary Yenta?
Yeah,
this
exactly.
guy.
I actually saw a video. I think like he had like his friends were over or something, and he was showing how their 2 9-year-old girls cold plunge. I'm like, Gary, can we stop? Okay, can we stop? We don't need 9-year-old cold plunging. But he said that it didn't matter from 33 degrees to 55 degrees, which is what I think you just said. You get the same benefits in 33 as you do 50, which I thought was interesting. I wonder if it's true. I don't know, but he said that it was true. Also, side note, for the first time, I do cold plunges in like those tubs, like what we've done at Live Method, where your legs can extend. Have you ever done one that's like a really small box?
Oh, sure.
Oh my God, I did that for the first time over the weekend. So much harder. Like 10 times harder when you can't relax and extend your legs. You're like sitting in this like, I don't know, you can't chill. It's much harder to like get your breath down. I didn't like it at all.
I did a 35-degree tub for 4 minutes, and when I got out, I got in my car. This has never happened. I turned off the air. This is how you know something's up.
Oh, so you left cold?
You have to. You can't rewarm. Like, I think you should leave on cold.
Is that true? You leave cold?
Almost always. Because I don't want to sweat through my clothes. Like,
sure.
I think you have to really bring down when you've been so hot. And then, yeah, you get, because your body right now is going to spend the next hour or so warming itself up. Yep. So it's going to keep burning calories, keep the metabolism going.
Smart. Yeah. Leaving cold is probably the move. Sometimes I don't know what I normally do. I think sometimes I leave warm just because I want to get all toasty again. But yeah, leaving cold is probably the right medical move.
I get in my wife's car, even now, 85 degrees in LA. She'll have the air conditioning off. I'm like, Paige, what's wrong? What's happening?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Crazy. But I turn the air conditioning off. I've never seen it where the screen goes dark.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
I know.
That's no good. No good at all.
You know how I know I'm getting old?
Tell me.
The other day in my head, I thought, I'm going to treat myself with an Advil.
Okay, that's good. How many do you take? How many Advils do you take?
You have to take not medical advice, you have to take a minimum of 3.
Of course
for
you
it to be efficacious.
I couldn't agree more. There are too many people in my life that take 2. I'm like, are you okay? Why? What are you afraid of? The 3rd's not what's doing it to you. Also, if you have really bad pain, Josh, 2 Advil, 1 Tylenol.
Sure.
This is a wonderful concoction. And if you're feeling really, really bad, 2 Advil, 1 Tylenol, and some heroin.
Yeah.
That's really the killer combo, okay? And if you're feeling really, really, really bad...
Oh yeah. When I
go to Olive Garden.
When I get sick, this is what I like to do. I start making myself up my sick cocktail, right? Some people, they go out and they get elderberry juice, vitamin C. They'll get one of those, yeah, because that stuff doesn't work. Okay.
Josh, we are people of Eastern medicine. We are the people of the East. You know how the Muslims have Hajj? I have Hajj of the East. I'm gonna lead like 1 million Eastern medical people. We're doing a walk to Norway.
You're giving me Hajjada, all right?
Are you in?
I can't with this.
Oh my God, I can't wait. My Hajj to Norway.
When I get sick, my sick cocktail is I'll do 2 Dayquil. Okay. Then I'll do a Mucinex D, right? So I'll do like a nice 1200 all day. The Mucinex Sudafed mix. So now I'm getting Mucinex Sudafed. I'm getting acetaminophen. I'm getting dextromethorphan. I'm getting phenylephrine or whatever that is. I'm getting, I literally take it and I go, get ready, body. Get ready.
Yeah. Get ready to feel nothing. I've told
It's
you
the
what
best.
happens to me when I take Mucinex D, right?
You get an erection.
I get the D. Yeah. Yeah.
Every time?
I only took it once. Never again.
Oh my God. Take it for fun. Look out.
Never again. I was hard for 4 hours in the middle of the night.
Look, book
I
out.
I just woke up. I'm like, are you okay?
Book
And
out
I
your,
wasn't.
book out
And
your wife
I-
for the evening and get to making Ruby a sibling. Come on.
And I wasn't okay. No good. Mucinex D, whatever's in there, no good.
Can you
I
imagine?
don't like any of that junk that you just mentioned. I don't like, because then what happens when it wears off? I guess you just take more of it until eventually you're not sick. Is that the idea?
Oh yeah, mask the symptoms.
Mask. No, I prefer at the Ben Soffer Longevity Institute of Eastern Medicine, we prefer to treat the symptoms, Josh. We treat. So we would go in with a little echinacea, some elderberry. We're going in with oil of oregano, some activated turmeric. You're going to feel as good as new in no time.
Put that on top of it. Do both.
Okay, I'm in. You're so right. Why wouldn't I feel good today and treat the symptoms? You're right.
I know.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Function. Folks, I chose Function because it's the only health platform that gives you access to the kind of data most people never see and the insights to actually take action. Inside Function, you can test over 160 biomarkers, from heart and hormones to toxins, inflammation, and stress. You can also access multi-region MRI and CT scans, all tracked in one place over time. It's an enhanced view of what's happening in your body. It's an enhanced view of what's happening in your body. That's why top health leaders like Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Andrew Huberman, Dr. Jeremy London, Dr. Benjamin Soffer, are all behind Function Health. Folks, let's talk about Function, okay? First and foremost, it is so unbelievably accessible and priced right. Lab visits are fast and convenient with over 2,000 locations across the U.S. And for just $499 a year, or $1.37 per day, you're getting cutting-edge health insights. Let's talk about what sets Function apart. All results are tracked over time in one secure place, so you see how your health evolves. Insights come from top doctors based on your unique results. And this program could cost over $10,000 if you tried to do it on your own. But you don't have to, because I'm here, because Function's here. And there's no perverse incentives, okay? Function doesn't push supplements or pharmaceuticals like others. It's just powerful, unbiased health data designed to help you own your own health. And folks, we want to own our own health. Folks, if I say folks again, by the way, every single time I say folks in this ad read, okay, do a shot and then go to Function and get tested. I went in there. I wanted to know what I was deficient in, okay? The Ben Soffer Longevity Institute of Technology, it's very, very important for us to understand what we're deficient in so we can supplement. I love supplements. Every morning I'm taking turmeric. Every morning I'm taking oil of oregano unless I overdose. Every morning I'm taking, what else am I taking? Vitamin D, vitamin C, all these things, okay? I registered for Function. I found a lab near me. I went in. I awaited my results. And let me tell you, folks, I'm deficient in vitamin D. Function Health told me, they definitively told me, Ben, you need to supplement vitamin D because there's not enough D. There's not enough D. Okay, there's never enough D. Pause. There's never enough D. And now I supplement with vitamin D thanks to Function. And it's important to know what you're deficient in because then you can start supplementing. If you don't know what you're deficient in, then all of a sudden you just start taking things like turmeric and oil of oregano, and all of a sudden you're itchy from all of the turmeric and the oil of oregano. Maybe you didn't need it. You need to know what you're deficient in so that you're not, throwing darts at a board. We supplement based on what we're deficient in. We don't supplement unknowingly, okay? That's also the Ben Soffer Longevity Institute of Technology's #1 tip of the day. You get tested. You then supplement based on what's being tested. And Function is a proud sponsor of the Ben Soffer Longevity Institute of Technology as well as the Good Guys podcast. Folks, this is absolutely the easiest way to go about all of this. And you want to learn what you're deficient in. Mine is D. I don't know, maybe you're celiac. There's literally millions, not millions, there's actually precisely 160 biomarkers that you can test. But those biomarkers are going to tell you something that you didn't know about your body. Maybe you have brain fog, maybe you're sluggish, maybe you are tired all the time, and you don't know why. It's probably because you're deficient in something. That would be my guess. Again, I'm no doctor, but Dr. Jeremy London, Dr. Andrew Huberman, and Dr. Mark Hyman are doctors, and they all back function. Learn what you're deficient in, go into a lab, sign up for function, and then take control of your life. I'm telling you folks, you will not regret it. Let's talk about the sign-up process. Incredibly easy, and I already told you the value that you're getting, so you should be incredibly excited to sign up. Scheduling was super easy. There are locations all across the U.S., 2,000 of them, and you can sign up somewhere near you. Getting your results, you wait for them, they come, and then you get to learn why your energy is low, and what's going on, and how you can supplement to make yourself feel better. And I'm telling you, you are going to love the results because knowledge is power. That's right, I'm transitioning into a motivational speaker, and I'm telling you folks, Function Health is it. I chose Function because it's the only health platform that gives you access to the kind of data most people never see and the insights to actually take action. So if you want to learn more and join using our link, then you go to functionhealth.com/goodguys. The first 1,000 of you get a $100 credit towards your membership at functionhealth.com/goodguys, or use gift code goodguys100 at sign up to own your health. Go to functionhealth.com/goodguys. The first 1,000 of you get a $100 credit towards your membership at functionhealth.com/goodguys, or use gift code goodguys100 at sign up to own your health. functionhealth.com/goodguys.
Okay, but here, listen to this, right? This is an interesting one. You've heard of red yeast rice?
No, red yeast rice?
For us in the hypercholesteremia community, that's not how you pronounce it. For those of us with high cholesterol,
Okay.
I heard this doctor on TikTok talk about it, a real one, a medical doctor. And he said, look, red yeast rice is effective in treating cholesterol because they found, much like how you love that reference of in the willow tree is aspirin. So
Yes,
chew on bark
love.
when you have a headache.
I love it.
He's like, yes. He's like, in red yeast rice, there is a statin. There's cholesterol medicine that we've refined. Yes. He's like, there's totally an active ingredient. He's like, here's the problem. You don't know where it's sourced. You don't know the level of how good the supplement is. He's like, even when something comes from a really trusted source, still, he's like, it's never going to be held up to medical standards because the only standard for supplements that aren't FDA approved is that it doesn't kill you. But the efficacy, how much is in it, all these things can be really kind of wobbly. He's like, so you might be getting some, you're probably not getting enough, or you might be getting way too much. He's like, you just don't know. He's like, now, the active ingredient in red yeast rice, which lowers your cholesterol, we have is a cholesterol medicine. He's like, which if you have insurance, you can probably get for a 90-day supply for about $3. He said a 90-day supply of red yeast rice will probably cost you $60. He's like, that's my issue, right? He's like, I know that I can prescribe it to you in its purest form, dosed perfectly for what your body needs. Or you can tell yourself you're going the natural route and you don't know what you're quite getting and it's 50 times the price. Thoughts?
For something so important as a cholesterol lowering medication, right? Something that you must take. I am all in on the purest form, $3, 90-day supply, ditching the red yeast rice. Okay? For something that is a little bit more elective, which at one point I took Advil every day for fun. Like I needed it. Like I think just like when you're really fat, you always have a headache. At least I always had a headache. Sure. Every single day of my life I would wake up with a headache. Right? And I would just pop Advil, pop Advil. And I'm now at the point in my life where if I can find a way to be less dependent on something that comes in a pill, I'm going to try it. And I don't know why or I do know why taking an oil of oregano even though people laugh at me. Feels
No, I
like
think it's great.
feels like no, and I get why people laugh, but feels like a if I can somehow treat a sinus infection with an antifungal like oil of oregano as opposed to Sudafed, which I just know is too much. It burns the fuck out of my sinuses. Like they're on fire to the point that no mucus is there, which is effective when you like can't breathe out of your nose. But I don't know. There's just like, and maybe it's placebo. Maybe it's like you brought up something interesting, which I haven't really thought of. Like, I just trust supplements. I trust them because they're natural. It doesn't mean that they're the proper dose or the proper dose for me or that my body doesn't have too much of it. Like, remember I took too much turmeric and I became itchy? This
Sure.
is this is a thing. You can become itchy when you have too much turmeric.
You should do class
And
action against the spice.
I should. And too many people. And imagine me on a commercial. Did turmeric make you itchy?
Did you
Join me and 1,000 others as we sue McCormick.
title? We're suing McCormick.
Suing McCormick. But there's so little information. I took turmeric for what, a year? And then somebody told me, hey, you know, turmeric doesn't work unless there's whatever black seed oil with it
Pepper.
or something. Pepper, thank you. And so now I take a pepper turmeric combo. But why would you ever buy turmeric by itself? Why do they even sell it?
Because you're making a delicious dish.
Yeah, in that form for sure.
Because you want to stain your countertops forever. Jesus. It really doesn't come out of anything.
No, I wonder what my insides look like. They might just be orange.
That'd be cute. Should we get to a quick speak pipe?
Yeah.
If you want to leave us a message, get some advice, go to speakpipe.com/goodguys. Here's a little something from Rebecca.
Hey, good guys, Rebecca here. I just left a beautiful Jewish wedding. I am not Jewish, and I found myself making small talk with the rabbi, and I am 8 months pregnant. He congratulated me because I am quite visibly pregnant, and I just, as I was chatting, said thank you, like Baruch Hashem. And that's when I realized you guys were talking a few weeks about code switching, and I just code switched into good guys talk, which I guess is just Jewish. But I want to know, was that offensive? Was that bad that I said that as someone who is not Jewish?
It's so the opposite. It's so endearing and amazing, and I can speak for all Jews. Like even like attempting to be a part of it is amazing. I love it. I love it. And like I mentioned this in the past, when people come up to me on the street and say Baruch Hashem and then make sure to tell me that they're not Jewish, like if that's our legacy, that we got non-Jews to say bless God in Hebrew or thank God in Hebrew, we've won. I feel amazing about that. So Baruch Hashem to you, Rebecca. Or should I say Rivka?
Yeah, she even spelt her name like with a K-A-H. I'm like, are you sure you're not Jewish?
She is, for sure. She just doesn't know it.
You win. Next one is next one's from Anonymous.
What's up, good guys? Just had a crazy interaction on the subway. Need your thoughts. So I'm with my son. He's about 2. He has a huge flirt. He's really cute. Gets a lot of attention in public. We're standing next to this gorgeous girl on the subway who I actually recognize as an influencer. So we're having a nice interaction with her, and then she proceeds to pull her phone out and record the interaction. So I very calmly was like, hey, not okay with this. First of all, I'm not okay with anybody recording my son, much less someone who has around 80,000 followers on TikTok. So I asked her to stop. She did not stop. So I got in between her and my son to block the view. And she proceeds to record me now, calling me a Karen and saying, oh, my followers will have my back and yeah. And so, I don't know, I need your thoughts. Like, have these influencers gone too far of just recording whatever they want just because they have, almost 100,000 followers and they have just this sense of entitlement? I wanted to kill her. I I told her, go ahead, post me and see what all the mamas on the internet say about it. What are your thoughts?
Wow.
80,000 followers. I thought you said she was an influencer.
I was
No,
going to say,
kidding.
no, by the way, it was actually going to be the first thing that I said. The problem is that, like anybody can go viral on TikTok and get 80,000 followers. Not me, but anybody, but anybody can go viral and get followers. And like this term influencer, I hate the term. But it used to come with some cachet, and I think you're giving this person too much credit. It's great that you recognize them, but they're just like a regular person that I don't know. I think you're giving that person too much credit, and that person's clearly a scumbag. You don't film children ever, 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 ever. Also,
Ever.
I think it's kind of weird that you called your son a flirt, but like we can move past that.
I can't stand when people do that.
That was weird. Like your kid's just like friendly and outgoing. Like he's not flirting.
I don't
He's
even
just
like when people say, "Oh, his little girlfriend or his boyfriend or their boyfriend." I hate that.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Like, what are you doing? They're babies. So in this, like, yeah, just because your kid is like a performer doesn't mean that she has the right to film him. And it just all around strange. No good. What do you think?
I totally agree. Unfortunately, I've watched enough TikTok to know that when you're in public, there can't be an expectation of privacy. So technically, by law, people are allowed to film you, but by what's good, by street justice, fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can't imagine like that influencer or whatever that loser girl was. Her pretending that if she posted that video of her filming a 2-year-old and the mother saying, "Stop filming my child," that her followers would have her back. What delusion, what delusional planet are you on? Okay? No one will have your back. There's nobody more vicious than mothers coming for a mother on TikTok. Okay? You're done. You're kaput. You should post it. You'll get canceled. That's an actually cancelable offense.
Yeah.
Somebody filming a 2-year-old without their parents' permission is a cancelable offense.
Should we
One
get
of the
to
few.
What Are You Nuts?
What are you nuts? We should.
Our What Are You Nuts moment of the week are our gripes with people, places, and things, both big and small, whatever's sticking in your craw. Ben, what do you got?
I don't. What do you got?
Oh, I'll start.
I will. Yeah. Go.
So as I mentioned, my sweet boy Meyer, for the first couple of days in the hospital, he was having a little trouble eating. He said his suck wasn't strong enough. So now weeks later, he's been going to the pediatrician. Knock wood, everything's fine. But a week after we got out of the hospital, I said to the pediatrician, "Do you think his suck is okay? I know like he was having some issues with it." And he goes, "Oh, let me see." He bare hand fingered my son's mouth and put it on his suck reflex. I guess it's somewhere in their gum. And then he just, proceeded to have a perfect, a perfect suck. And he goes, "No, it's strong. It's great." And I'm like, "What are you nuts? What are we not going to glove up for this?" Like bare finger in the mouth. I was like,
that is the biggest "what are you nuts" I've ever heard.
it's like, how are we not gloving up, my dude? Like, at least buy him a glass of milk first.
Did he at least visibly wash his hands in front of you, or this was just a bare hand?
It was a bare hander. It was some.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it was pioneer medicine.
He can't go back. This is no good. This is no good. I'll stay in theme with you. My "what are you nuts" is for the first, I don't know, 8 weeks of Ruby's life, we'd bring him to a doctor, and the first thing they would say is, "Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. His head, it'll be totally fine." I'm like, what are you nuts? His head is perfect. They were commenting because apparently they're worried that babies that are C-sections will have like a flat head. And it's like, he's literally perfect. Like, what are you talking about? What are you nuts? Like, "Oh yeah, don't worry. It'll be fine." I wasn't worried. There's no worry. Okay. I'm not worried. What are you nuts? Keep it to yourself. Okay. You know what else is nuts, Josh? Not giving this episode 5 stars.
I was going to say that. That's what I was going to say.
And what else is nuts, folks, is not giving us 5 stars on everywhere. Wherever you get your podcasts, rate us on YouTube, leave a review. I don't think you can review YouTube. Leave us a comment, okay? Leave us a comment on YouTube. Share our clips, Instagram and TikTok, Mondays and Thursdays, folks. We will see ya next time.